Hi everyone. You probably noticed the intro is now shorter. We felt it was a bit too long, so it's been shortened. We also had a lot of feedback about our first video. Thank you very much for all the views. We've got a couple of subscribers. Are we doing well? Yeah, that's good. But lots of views, so yeah, thank you for tuning in and having a look. But yeah, the feedback on the video was basically the audio was terrible, which is fair enough. We didn't really know what we were doing. Still don't really. But we're working on it. We're going to play with the levels a bit and try and get everything a bit more production worthy. So yeah, this is the same video again. Apologies for that, but we have messed with the levels a little bit, so it is actually a lot more audible now. Thank you very much, and hopefully you can hear it a bit clearer now, and I'll pay attention to this in the future. Cheers. Well, what we thought we'd do is explain what the vlog is essentially about. The name gives you a bit of a clue of the length of the country, because basically we weren't really satisfied with living where we live, which is Ashford in Kent. Explored other ideas, didn't we? I mean, pretty much everywhere we've been, we've kind of thought,
yeah,
we'd really like to live here instead. It was like when we visited your family on the Isle of Man.
Yeah, we tried to work out whether we could move there. Too expensive.
Same went for Ireland as well.
Ireland would be amazing, but just a little bit too complicated.
Just so you know, Louisa is Irish.
So
she doesn't sound it, but she is Irish. And
I've got lots of Irish family over there, and it would have been fantastic to go over there, but wasn't going to work out quite that well.
Yeah.
My dad lives in New Zealand, so we thought about whether we could emigrate over there. Looked at
I nearly
quite a few
emigrated,
different
didn't I?
places.
And then I met you.
Yeah.
It was all your fault.
Sorry. You're stuck here now.
I know. I ain't got a hope of emigrating now.
So anyway, after we basically decided that we were definitely going to move, and we didn't want to be here anymore, my mum decided that she suggested Scotland.
Yeah. Which wasn't a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then we got voted out of the EU. And it started to make a bit of a mess, didn't it? But we should be okay. We should be alright. I don't know. I'm not really that politically minded, am I? So it's not really something. We're just going to roll with it, see what happens, I think.
Yeah.
The main reasons for Scotland, when we started to look into it, we thought the west coast, because it's a lot easier to access Ireland. It's a port of Stranraer and get us into Belfast pretty quickly.
Yep.
Your family, your mum's got an apartment in Dublin, so a drive from Belfast to Dublin's dead easy now. They've actually put a motorway in.
Yeah. Go over there for holidays much more easily than from Kent.
Because I mean, we've got at least 4 hours before we can get on a plane from here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Once we got through check-in and driven for an hour, and it's a horrific mess. Yeah.
So we've decided that we're going to be looking to move up to Scotland. It's going to be not very far up in Scotland. We haven't gone
Literally just across the border.
Literally, yeah. We're just going the Dumfries kind of area.
Dipping our toe into Scotland, or a lock in Scotland.
Yeah.
It's cold. Yeah, no.
Yeah. So that's the whole idea of it. We've been looking for houses. We haven't really found any that have been amazing.
We found some we liked,
Yeah.
in fairness.
Yeah.
We found some we liked. But the biggest problem was, of course, we didn't know where we were going to find work, things like that. So moving to a particular place was difficult because we could just be stuck in limbo or with massive commutes.
Yeah.
So I worked for a large, popular shoe repair and key cutting chain. Yeah, okay. I work for Timpson's, alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work for Timpson's. So I made inquiries, found somewhere where I could go. As an area manager in Carlisle, which I'm going to visit next week. Who I'm going to visit next week. It's already pretty much said there's a job waiting for me. So I just got to go out there and meet him, have a look at the shop, see what I'm getting myself into. And then run a shop in Carlisle. Hence why we're moving as close to the border as we can.
Yeah.
because
That's
Carlisle's
the main
already
reason.
yeah, Carlisle being just this side of the border means that if we go too far across the border, then I have a massive commute. Anything more than half an hour to 3/4 of an hour is enough. It's more than enough. Especially seeing as my primary form of transport is motorbike in Scotland
Which may not be ideal.
for some of the year.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, that's something that needs to be thought about in the future. Not right now.
Carry lots of spare socks, aren't we?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. If anybody's watching this, if anybody can recommend a decent pair of motorbike boots that are actually waterproof, I would love to know.
Put a big in.
Yeah, I've got size 13 feet as well, so yeah, that's going to be a challenge. Yeah, that's the whole thing. We're moving the length of the country because Ashford in Kent, as you may know, is in the southeast of England, and we're moving to the west of Scotland, southwest coast of Scotland. It's not the full length of the country,
But it's majority of it.
it's down there close enough. It's well over 500 miles from here. It's like a 1,000-mile round trip easily.
Yeah.
So far enough. What we're hoping to get out of it, well, we want a better quality of life for our daughter. You'll see lots of footage of that one.
She's quite energetic.
Yeah. We want better schools for her. I mean, mainly down here, there's an incredible population density.
The schools aren't bad. There's just
Yeah, there's nothing against them.
so
They're just
many
overwhelmed, aren't
people.
they? They're just so
Yeah.
overwhelmed. Class sizes are huge.
Yeah.
Looking stuff up on the internet, we found that class sizes are a heck of a lot smaller in Scotland. Quite often there's one teacher teaching 2 years because there aren't enough pupils to make up an entire class. Yeah, that kind of thing, you know, it's all like smaller villages and things. So we're hoping it's a better system. They teach differently to how they do down here, and we feel we identify with it more. Then of course there's the other perks, which probably disappear as soon as the whole political situation clears up, but we've got no tuition fees, no prescription
The
fees.
universities, yeah.
University, no prescription fees.
Yeah.
You need about 4 prescriptions a month, don't you?
Yeah, my stupid migraines.
Yeah, it's not
and
fun
also
for that.
just more space.
Oh,
Less
yeah,
people,
hell yeah.
less traffic.
Yeah.
Hopefully less stress, but who knows? That's the plan anyway.
Well, if you're happier, then you're not stressed, are you?
Yeah.
And if we're happy with where we're living and our situation at home, but that's the other thing, our home. This is the first house we ever bought. We'll give you a tour when it's daylight, because the GoPros, you can probably see the quality isn't amazing, but it's probably about the best camera we get for what we're going to do. You see, we didn't want something that was going to be like, oh my god, there's a mist outside, we can't take it out. Yeah, it's going to do the job, but it's kind of a middle ground. So we're going to do a tour of the house, no holds barred. It looks horrific in there at the moment.
Well, we are trying to pack the house up to move without knowing when we're moving,
Yeah.
where we're moving, how much space we'll have when we move, whether we're moving to a rental or we've no idea what's going on yet.
We're keeping our options
Basically.
open. Yeah, we're keeping our options open, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Primarily, we're going to find some land. But as I say, we're going to give you a quick tour of the house later. We'll tack it all onto this thing with some fancy editing.
If I can work out how to do it.
Yeah. We've got a pretty big back garden. We've got loads of sheds and stuff like that. I've got a workshop, but it's falling apart. Things like that. So we'll give you a quick tour, and what we're really hoping to do is get ourselves a house that we don't need to spend a fortune heating. We use a log burner here as well as central heating, and that just about stops us from freezing in our sleep, and that's in the southeast of England where it's inherently warmer. It's just not big enough for all 3 of us. It's a 3-bedroom house, but it's an ex-council authority house. We've got a huge back garden as you normally get, but we're on a corner plot, so it's a really weird shape. It goes around the side of the house around there. Yeah, we're hoping to improve our situation such, aren't we, that the house is nicer.
Yeah.
It's going to cost us less in the long run.
I'd like somewhere for Imogen's toys because I'm sick of falling over them in the living room.
Yeah, I'm sick of stepping on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that there's going to be enough rooms to have an extra playroom kind of area,
Well, we know there is, because
something like that.
the other thing that we're coming to here is that we're looking to build a kit home. Going to see a company in Glasgow next week, work out if whether or not we can afford to do it. We should be able to, because that's the other thing we've got. Our parents are coming too.
Not just his parents.
Not just mine.
Not
Hers
just
too.
mine. Both of them.
Both
Well,
of them, yeah.
my mum and stepdad.
My mother and father, who somehow are still married.
So yeah,
Actually, that's the thing. That this whole move thing has just like rejuvenated my father.
It's great, isn't it?
It's like he's 20 years younger, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, he's not a grumpy sod anymore.
He's looking
can actually,
forward to
he's
this, I
actually looking
think.
forward to it. He
Mm.
wants to talk to people again.
Yeah.
I guess in his head he's got a kind of vision of going back to when he was a lot younger, because of this area was quite rural.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's become far more built up than it was when
Oh.
they grew up around here.
When I grew up,
Yeah.
I mean, there's more housing estates now. There must be like 3-4 extra housing estates that weren't here when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
You know, half my lifetime ago, easily. So we're hoping. Obviously, it's going to make his life a little bit better. My mother she would actually top herself if we said that we was taking her to a home. She would prefer to do that.
So they're looking to get somewhere that they can just stay in forever for the rest of their
Next door.
next door to us. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, that's not a bad thing. Because you see, my mum really just wants to help us out. She sees that both Lou and I work full time. We've got a kid. We've got a dog. You know, we're not making life easy on ourselves.
Well, we're hoping that's going to.
We're hoping that we can
slightly,
change
but-
that, yeah. But
Yeah.
you see, they help out with the whole situation with taking the dog for a walk and things like that. I mean, it's fantastic the amount of support that we get from our parents. It is amazing.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have got this far without them in any way, shape or form.
And I'm not sure that I would want to move
Yeah,
without them, because they're such an amazing support. Both
Yeah.
sides of the family.
this is true.
They are just amazing.
Is it
Basically.
two days a week each, or one full day and one half day at the moment. They're looking
Yeah.
after Imogen each, and the dog, and the rest of the time she's in nursery, which is only 2 mornings a week, which costs us a small fortune.
Mm.
I mean, it's crazy. Don't get me wrong. I think it's vital that she goes to nursery and learns interaction with other people, because she's
Oh yeah, it's
she's a
very
single
good
child.
for her. She does love it. She has friends
oh
there.
god, yeah.
She interacts with kids really well.
And I feel
So,
really guilty about the fact that we're going
worth
to take her away from all her friends. I feel guilty about it. I do, really.
I know. I did
I'm
too.
sure she'll cope, and she'll forget once she makes new friends. But
Mm.
I mean, she's 15 months away from school now.
Well, it depends. I think she goes to school sooner in England than she does in Scotland.
Oh right, okay. Well, maybe we're better off then.
I don't know.
We need a bit more time, because we're
Yeah.
going to be spending the next 6 months living in rented accommodation and building houses, minimum. In fact, if we're in before Christmas, I'll be surprised. It is May 12th. 13th.
14.
May 13th today.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13th of May today. So, yeah, if we're in before Christmas,
Who knows?
I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Nice. But it's doubtful.
Anyway, that is where we're at the moment.
Yeah.
That's where we're going, and that's what this blog is all about. Vlog.
Yeah. Vlog. Yeah, get it right, dear.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is our vlog.